Hi, I'm Lori Strong, and I want to show you some changes that we've made in our ITC to turn it into an ITC and a makerspace. Come on in. The first area that we're using is really an arts and crafts kind of room. So we have some of the teacher workroom supplies that were here, like our Ellison machine that the kids can also use. Lots of donated art supplies. We have glue guns. Kids all seem to love glue guns. We have all kinds of things that people have donated that they felt that kids might like to use to be creative. And you can see from our first week at Makerspace, we have some bridges, we have a catapult. Kids were just kind of turned loose, given the materials and told they could build whatever they wanted to, and these were some of the things that came up. We also have a Cricut machine, which for those of you who don't know what that is, a Cricut is like a printer, but instead of printing, it actually cuts. So this logo was actually cut out on the Cricut. And then we have a heat press where you can use heat transfer vinyl and iron it onto things like bags or shirts or any sort of fabric that you want to. So that's available for the kids to use. They do the design work on the computer, and then we can send it here and it'll cut their image out for them and they can put it on whatever they want to. Come on to the next area. We still have the whole ITC book area. We didn't get rid of any books in order to make our makerspace. We just shifted everything. So we still have a fully functioning library, ITC, for the kids to use. And we've had lots of interest in books this year, so we have a lot of readers, so that's great. We always hope that the makerspace actually helps promote kids coming in to check out books as opposed to taking the place of kids coming in to check out books. And I think we've seen that so far just with the extra action that we've had in the library this year.
What series you chose? An author, I should say, not a
Our next area is where we store several different things. We have lots of donated Legos, so we have sort of just a portable Lego table for kids to build Lego things. We have some Legos stored on the shelf. We have some other building kind of sets. We have a bunch of the Goldie Blocks sets that are sort of girl-themed building things. We have a set of K'NEX roller coasters that I'm hoping somebody will use soon and get us a roller coaster going. We have several robotics, electronics, circuitry kind of things. So we have several of these EvoBots. Let me see if I can turn it on. And so the EvoBots work in several different ways. You can code them online or with the tablet, but you can also draw with markers, and they'll follow the markers, and certain color codes tell them different moves to do. We have something called Snap Circuits. The projects teach kids about circuits and how they work and how they connect with a variety of different pieces. And they're called snap circuits because they really do snap together just like you would snap pants. And these two pieces must not fit together. So lots of projects that the kids can do from the books, and then once they learn how the circuits work, they can start being more creative and creating their own circuits from their own ideas. Next area that we have, kids have missed out on home ec in this generation, so one thing we wanted to kind of bring back was teaching them some basic sewing skills and allowing them to maybe make things like a book bag or a cinch sack or something like that, just to get some basic sewing skills, learn how to thread the machine, change the needle, and learn some different stitches. And then Crocheting has become popular again in recent years, so we know a lot of kids have seen crochet things, but they've never done those. So we're providing them some crocheting stuff, and then we have this computer set up so they can watch some of the YouTube channels that give instructions on crocheting, along with our assistants, but most of this is supposed to be fairly independent, so we're trying to find ways that kids can independently learn some of these things and work on whatever projects they want to. And then this room, we do have some storage of our fabric and yarn and things for our sewing and crocheting, but this is really our video production room, and that's what we're working on right now. We have created a Weisenborn YouTube channel, and we want to use this room for video production and editing. You may even end up seeing some stop animation or claymation videos while the kids learn about animation. And ultimately, we want them to learn some video editing skills where they could replace the green screen with, you know, an ocean background or whatever they want. So this is all a big learning curve for all of us. Things we'd like to see added. We plan on bringing in some community members to help us with some of our circuitry stuff. We have a person from our local ham radio club who wants to come in and teach the kids about radio equipment. We have a community member who wants to come in and do healthy cooking demonstrations for us on a regular basis. So we're hoping to expand this to cover a lot of things that would be great knowledge for our kids to have, but they just haven't really had a place to do that in school so far. So thanks for joining us and learning about our makerspace, and we hope to see you soon.